Hello everybody, this is going to be the very first video that I post on this channel, and this is the very first time that you'll be seeing this game, and this is The Long Dark. I haven't really played too terribly much of this game, but from what I know about it and the time that I have spent in the game is basically you are cold, you need food, and you need shelter, so that's exactly what we're going to be doing today. I believe this is the Mystery Lake, which is where I know the best. The only other places I've really ever seen is, I believe it's called Forlorn Muskeg, but I don't really know a whole lot else. Yeah. So, I think up here there should be a cabin to the right, if I'm not mistaken. And then that should be able to give us some shelter for the night, and for the cold at least. And then once I'm there, I'll take inventory of my gear, and then I can see where to go from there. But like I said, this is the first video I've ever posted, and hopefully I do well. Hopefully if there's anything that you guys can see that I'm obviously doing wrong, whether it be in the game or in the recording session, let me know, and I'm gratefully taking tips from whatever skill level you have, just because I have practically none. So whatever you can offer me is more than I already know. But I've always wanted to kind of do YouTube. I thought it'd be a great time to just kind of be able to grow a community of people that I either know or don't know, and so I can get to know new people. I love being able to entertain people, and I love playing games, so I thought maybe while I'm at it, put them together and make a fun community out of it, however large it gets, and just have fun doing it. Yeah, it looks like there's a deer over there. I don't think they attack if I get too close, but I don't really want to get too close to figure that out or not. Okay. The weather seems to be doing pretty well right now, so I might take just a little bit longer. Just a little longer to search around this place before I go inside. And while we're out here, I'm going to maybe see if I can get some cattails, just to have a little bit more tinder to be able to. And from what I know, you can even eat the cattail stalks, which is wonderful, although sometimes seeing these things is a little bit of a task in and of itself. And doesn't look like there's anything else around here I can really get, so I think we're gonna go up here and take inventory and see what all is in this little cabin. Alright.
Excellent.
And looks like there's some food, there's a recycled can, there's some charcoal in the kiln, and it looks like there's stuff scattered all over the place. Some lantern fuel, I'll take the lantern, some more tinder, wood, got another can, and there's quite a bit of stuff in here, so I'll get back to you whenever I have a little bit more of it. And I think we can search this. Yep, we can.
Hope nobody
Got
needs
the
this.
sewing kit. Don't think I need the scrap metal right now. Looking for a pot up there. Looky there. Pots are extremely useful in this game because you can boil large amounts of water instead of having to use just these piddly little cans to do it. And it saves you a lot of time, a lot of fire, and a lot of patience, to be perfectly honest. Collecting all these papers so I can have plenty of tinder to make fires. Because, as another thing in this game, fires are not a guarantee when you try and light them. They are quite finicky. Even the wind is a feature in this game that can put them out in a second if you're not careful. Unless you're inside, that is. Got a dead guy here. Some tinder, got a tube. Oh, yeah, totally forgot to take inventory. Let's do that real fast. Alright, I think we're probably going to replace... Well, actually, we'll just put this on over the hat. That works. Don't got any more of those. The quality of all this should be pretty good. Oh, those are a little low, so I'll have to get something to repair these. I think that's pretty much everything there. Got about half heat, and it's going down still, so we're gonna have to fix that up just a tad. Let's see what this note says. Beansy and I came up in this way in the summers when we were knock-kneed goofy kids. We fished and played with swords made of sticks, wove leaky baskets from the reeds, if I can speak. You could row across the lake. Those little cabins at the far end where the tourists came and fished, hunted the deer, and had their parties. We stood behind the counter and watched Dad welcome them, looked at the guest book, and read the names. When the summer was nearing its end and the cattails turned to fluff, we blew our wishes to the sky, always wishing always to come back, always. And that's a pretty cool thing. I'm pretty sure these little notes are left by backers that supported the game before it was a full development and everything, that is. So that's pretty cool. You can kind of see them scattered about, and I'm pretty sure there's also, like, I think they're called cairns, like little stacks of rocks that you can find around. They have similar little things on them, I'm pretty sure. So that's pretty cool. And we got some boots, and I think you spawn with a bedroll, you do. So that's a good thing to have, or we could scrap it to get some more cloth if we wanted to. So that's always good. Got lots of papers. Definitely not going to be running out of tinder anytime soon. Make sure we get all this charcoal, because charcoal is the way that we are able to navigate if you do not know the places by heart. My lord, we got a lot of tinder. Okay, I'm going to have to stash some of this just to make sure that I can keep track of it all, because I will quickly lose track of everything if I'm not careful. And let's keep track of things by maybe putting that in there. Some of these sticks, because they get a little heavy. Turn these into tinder. Put that in there. Maybe these newsprint rolls in there. And I think we're good there. Oh, got to check this.
Could end up being useful.
As it could, yeah, you're very right. And it looks like we got a bit of antiseptic. Yeah, quite a bit actually. You can keep that in here just so it doesn't weigh us down too much, because the more tired you get down there on the bottom left, as you can see, it will make you unable to carry as much, which I think is a pretty neat feature. So just making sure there's nothing stashed underneath anywhere, because I found some pretty weird places that the developer seems to like to hide things like that.
Hope I can still eat this.
Definitely a cute little area to put some maple syrup, that's for sure. And making sure one more time. Don't think I'm seeing anything. I think we're good. Okay, since it's cold, we should probably start a fire. That'd probably be a good place to start. And since we have a magnifying glass, it's actually a really useful way to make fires, but since it's inside, we're not able to do a whole lot with it, so we're just going to use some matches. And these cattail heads, like I collected earlier, are really good to make fires out of, and since it's only at 80%, I'm going to use this instead of the sticks. And you kind of just hope and pray that the fire will start. The more fires you do start, I'm pretty sure it gets your fire skill, like making skill, up, which is wonderful. Ah, see, there we go. Try this one more time, and if it doesn't, I might need to use that accelerant, but I don't think I'm going to, since the cold is not going down too very quickly.
Come on.
Come on, baby. You got it. And while this is going, I think I'm going to try and
Turned
put
out pretty
that
well.
pot with the water on top so we can get some water boiling. And this is quite a good amount of water. I'm pretty sure that will keep you, I was about to say fed. I don't think that's quite the way to put it. Satiated with water for probably a good day and a half. based off my experience, but to be honest, I'm not 100% sure because I kind of have stuck around the same areas when I play this game a lot, but I do know a little bit about it. Know a little bit about, like, skinning and hunting. Not too good with the weapons, like the rifle, but I'm not terrible, and that's, in my mind, all that matters. I'm gonna search around and make sure there's no more scrap wood just laying about, so I can actually use that. Doesn't look like it. Okay. Well, I'm gonna maybe go scavenge some more wood outside if it won't take too... Oh, never mind. There's a piece right there. And each different fuel source gives different amounts of time to the fire and everything, and that's really nice. Certain fire type, things like these will hold fire better, and obviously if you're inside it'll hold fire and warmth a little bit longer than outside, but they're definitely good to get to know because fires outside are not as good as fires inside, purely because you can just heat up in here and it's kind of cold outside. So while we're waiting on that, we might read a chapter in this, because I think that an hour of this, because that'll give us a good amount of head start on that book. And oh man, dang it, I forgot that it takes more time after that to actually boil the water. Dang it, man. Okay, so I'm gonna leave this here, and I'm actually gonna go before I start that fire once again, if it's able to be outside. Yeah, it's pretty good outside. Alright, and we're gonna go try and get some more sticks without getting too cold so that we can fuel that fire again. Because since we don't have very good clothing, it's kind of gonna be our only bet to really get any good stuff. And to be honest, while I'm out, I might run across the lake over here to the left, and I think there's some cabins you can search, and there might be a little bit more clothing over there. So, collect firewood, and make my way over there, and hopefully we won't get attacked by a wolf or something, because those are, among many others, some of the dangerous parts of this game. We've got, like, cold, got starvation. I don't know if you can die from thirst. I assume you can, but... Well, actually, I'm almost certain you can. You got bears. Like I said, wolves. Got two different kinds of wolves, actually. You got timber wolves, and then you got normal wolves. I've only run into one timber wolf before, and they are quite scary, because they are not afraid of light, like flares or torches. Timberwolves are afraid of one type of light, and I'm pretty sure that's military flares, but those are hard to come by, so don't want to be throwing those around all over the place. And let's check the time. Oh, it's getting a little darker than I thought it was. Okay, we're gonna have to make this quick. And luckily, there's just lots of deer over here instead of wolves, which is wonderful. And I see a mountaineering rope over there. I can't quite remember where that goes, but we'll maybe have to go up there sometime. And again, like I was saying, this is my first video. Try not to be too harsh if you not like it. Whatever things you do like about it, I would greatly appreciate to hear that. And I would just love to be able to grow a community and make a group of however many people that enjoy the content I make. To be able to come together whenever I upload, get to watch a fun video, and just get to enjoy some video games with a beautiful art style, because, man, there's barely any games nowadays that seem to be as beautiful as this. So, I like to really soak it in sometimes. But now that we're here, see, there's some firewood over here, I think. Ooh, and an axe. That is extremely useful. And it's good durability. Heck yeah. Okay. Oh, fooled me. I thought there was a door there. Okay, let's go in here and check this before it gets too dark, because once it gets a little dark, you won't be able to see very well. Even inside these buildings. Let's see if we can get all this wood. Ooh, some socks. Put those on. Are they better quality? No. I'm gonna do that. There we go. Doesn't look like there's a whole lot of... Oh, more
have we
work
here?
boots. Those better than the other pair I found. They are nice. Got a little bit better shoes so I don't get my little feetsies cold. Alright, got some sardines. Search this backpack. Water, that is always nice. Ooh, those are some good socks. Yeah, the climbing socks I'm pretty sure are the best ones that you can find. So that's a big dub. That's for sure. Alright, oh, forgot to search the trash can. Nice, always love a little tinder plug. Alright, and let's go check that other one before it gets too terribly dark. But man, is this game beautiful. Alright. Lots of energy bars. Ooh,
That'll come in handy.
yes. Good quality mittens. I don't know exactly how well they do in game compared to real life, but you know, I am not going to put down a good pair of mittens. And I'll take those just to recycle them, because I don't think I'll need a third pair of socks right now. Ooh, I think these are some good gloves. Oh, maybe not with the quality. I'll keep them and repair them with some of that cloth I might get. And as of right now, my priorities are to, for one, obviously stay warm, stay fed, and stay hydrated. But some of the items I'm going to be looking out for are things like an axe, which I wonderfully got outside. As you can see, it's getting a little windy, and you can probably hear that. If you look down at the bottom left, you'll be able to see that there are 3 arrows going down, which means that it is rather cold, and I'm actually going to try and run back to my little cabin as quick as possible. And I believe there are areas in this game, specifically in Forlorn Muskeg, that you can fall through the ice, but I'm pretty sure this ice is pretty safe to walk on, as you can see with all these deers happily prancing about. But hopefully we won't get too cold, and I think we might be able to have a little bit more time to check these fishing cabins, I think they are. Make sure that there's nothing in here we might need. Lots of charcoal. If it wasn't too terribly cold out, I would use that, but I think it takes a bit to use, so I don't want to get too cold. Anything hidden around here I can't see? Nope, okay. And sorry if I'm talking too much. I will try and edit whenever I kind of ramble out a little bit. 'Cause I do tend to know that, to do that. But for the most part, I'm going to try and do my best with the editing, considering this is the first time I'm doing this, and just have fun with it. Again, if there's anything you find that is either a simple fix or things that you would just recommend I do, then leave in the comments, and I will get around to reading those and doing whatever I can to improve the quality
I think I
however I
use
can.
this.
And this is nice because once we find a rifle, we'll have at least one shot to use. Maybe take down a wolf or a deer if we get a good shot on him. Ooh, nice, another 2. Alright. So last little stretch back to the cabin. Try not to get too cold. Might have to burn some sticks because it's a little scarce of firewood. Maybe not. Might use that little fire pit upstairs to stay warm, so I can sleep next to it. And I know this is going to be a first video, but if there's any other games that you'd like to see me play, or anything you think is fun, leave it in the comments and I'll check it out, or whenever I can, I'll get it downloaded if I previously owned it. And I'll see about recording a video over it, because whatever kind of want to play, I'll upload, and whatever I think is kind of going to do well for me, I will record that and do whatever I can. But I mainly just want this to be an enjoyable time for me, for the people that watch my videos, and I don't know, just kind of have a place to unwind some days. Let's see if we can find this little fire pit without having to light a flare or something. Come on. Oh, there we go. Okay, let's see if we can get this lit.
Come on. Come on.
And do any of these change the chance of success? Doesn't look like it. Alright. Oh, I did not know that that could be used as an accelerant. Well, I'm going to use that because it's so cold. Get some that firewood in there, make sure it's nice and hot. That'll be boiled in 38 minutes. And I don't really have a way of searching about too well, but that's alright. I think I have some water I can drink while I'm here. And I'll eat these cattail stalks. I think they give a bit. Food. And from my knowledge, I think trying to eat fresher foods the best you can, like meat or whatever, is probably going to do you best, because I feel like this doesn't degrade as fast. But from my limited knowledge, eating stuff that's lowest quality first is probably going to be best, because then it won't go fully to waste. But it's getting a little late. Once this is finished boiling, I think I might head upstairs, and if I need to, start a fire and get in bed, because thankfully this place, well, not like I can see it, does have a second floor full of beds and a charcoal stove up there if I need to start a fire. And just before that finishes, I'm going to make sure I have everything that I need, and I can drop off anything I don't. Looks like it. I think I might put a bit of that fire stuff somewhere just to make sure I'm not too weighed down. But just making sure that gets nice and finished. And I believe since it's inside, it'll warm this whole place up, so hopefully that'll help a little bit. But oh yeah, how long is that going to take? 14 minutes. Might rip up some of those bad socks. 10 minutes, yeah, we'll rip those up. Get a little bit more cloth to repair something with. 1 minute, okay. And there we go. I'm gonna take that, and is there anything I could cook on here, maybe? Cook. Yeah. Yeah, okay, I'm gonna make myself a cup of coffee for the morning. Because I could just reheat that in the morning. Might make a few actually, just because I have so much fire left. And is this hat any better? It is. I'm gonna put that on. I don't have any other kinds of clothing to put on right now, do I? No, I don't. Okay. I believe, yeah, if you press space, you can skip the time to finish it. It's real useful. Alright, and we'll just do that for a few more, just to get them out of the way. I think we've got time for one more. Just enough. There we go. Alright, that's gonna burn down. Let's see if we can try and get up these stairs if I remember right. There we go. That's the stove. Here's the bed. Alright. And just to make sure, I think I'm gonna eat that maple syrup. I think that'll be okay. Eat that up a little bit, and then nope, don't need that. And we'll hit the hay for the night. How many hours do I need? Just to be safe, I'll put it at like 10, just to make sure I'm well rested. Alright, oh, it's still pretty dark. Just before dawn. Alright, well, we'll crack open some water real quick. And if I can make it downstairs to check outside, I'm going to go ahead and do that. So it doesn't sound too windy, but it can be deceiving. Ooh. Nice and dark. Atmospheric. A little too spooky and cold for me, so I'm going to go back on inside. And I think I'm going to try and maybe use one of these matches to see around. Just a sec. Right. And I think I checked everything down here. Oh,
Could end up
got a
being
fishing line. I think I'm gonna run upstairs before this match burns out. Yep, there it goes. Alright. And I think I might just pass some time just to make sure it's nice and bright outside. There we go. Nice and bright. Do one more check around just to make sure I ain't missing nothing. Pretty sure I got it cleaned out. But I think that's pretty much all the time I've got for this video, so thank you for watching and everything. And one real, not too quick, but just little thing about what I'm wanting to do with this channel. I've been wanting to do something content creating for a bit, and the last time I played this game, the thought came to me, and I was like, well, maybe it's time to try it. So I been playing with some friends, messing around with some recording softwares, and feeling a little bit more confident this time. Hopefully this video turns out well and everything. Hopefully the editing is at least decent. If not, yeah, I know you'll probably let me know in the comments. But if you like this video, consider liking and subscribing. It would help me greatly, and I would love to just be able to grow a community and get to know new people and get to play fun games. And with that being said, have a great day, and I'm out.